Hey, it's Corey, Freedom Investing Group, and today I'm going to talk about why I like mobile home parks over apartments. I'm not on a run, just taking a little walking break to film this here. Beautiful spring day here in Boise, some flowers. So, mobile home parks versus apartments. I put some thought into this, and a lot of people ask this question. What it comes down to is the control that we have over our long-term growth. I know a bunch of people who've gotten into a bunch of apartment syndications in the last year during the kind of bubble that we had, and talking to all of them, I don't think any of them are doing well. And long-term, I'm sure they'll do great too. But why do I think we have more control in mobile home parks than apartments over the growth? What it comes down to is two things. One, there's an insane demand for affordable housing. And I heard right now the median apartment rent in the country has fallen, which is going to play into part number two. But it's still over $1,900 a month median rent for an apartment in the country. That's insane. That's not affordable. A lot of folks can't afford that. The only way apartments are affordable, like affordable housing apartments, are affordable because they're subsidized by the government. Mobile home park rent, on the other hand, is insanely low compared to where it should be. So we just have this built-in cushion that, we don't go jacking rents up day one, but we do have a projection of rent increases to get them caught up to where we think they should be over a number of years, so that it doesn't, price anybody out. We can still follow that plan. Rents have fallen in a lot of the markets we're in, and we can still follow that plan because we're buying parks where the rents are so far under market. The housing is, the demand for affordable housing is so high. We bring people in at what we say we think the market rent is, and we have no trouble filling pads, thus proving that the market rent is there or higher. And so, when we buy a park at, the rents are $265, and we think they could be $450 or $500 over a number of years. That's still so much less than $1,900 that, if we're doing a $50 increase every month, let's say, we try not to go more than that, or not every $50 annual increase. That's about as high as we try to go. We can still do that. I thought that was a snake. It's a stick. We can still do that because, say the rents are at $330 right now and they go to $380. Meanwhile, the apartment rents have fallen from $2,100 to $1,900. It's still a smoking deal. So our business plan is not as nearly as affected when the market goes down. Whereas with apartment syndications, a lot of the apartments aren't that far below market because people are more sophisticated who own them, and the churn is a lot higher. People stay for a year and leave, and you bring someone else in at the market rent, so they're kind of already at that market rent. So a lot of these funds, I think, we're projecting, hey, the rents have skyrocketed. We think they're going to keep skyrocketing. So their plan, as far as why they're going to be able to raise rent, is because they're projecting that the economy, which is not in their control, is going to allow, that the market rents are going to increase. We're not worried about if the market rents are going to increase. We think they'll increase at least with inflation, but we're not projecting crazy market rent increases. We're saying the market's here, we're way down here. And so if the market comes from here to here, it's fine. We're still way under market. So our business plan is a lot more marketable for the long run. Now, are we going to have short-term hiccups? Potentially, probably in year one and year two. They take a while to get stabilized, right? Like you might have some problem tenants you got to kick out. You might have some deferred maintenance you got to do. So it's not like you're going to be pulling in. We don't project we're pulling in 20% cash on cash year one, but we can sure as heck get there over a number of years. So I think that's really it. It's the controllability. It's the demand for affordable housing. It's not going anywhere. It's something that's needed. If we can provide more of it, or at least protect the stuff that's there, I think we're doing something good. And we know there's a demand for our product, and the fact that our product, if affordable is here, the current price is down here. So we knowing that we can over time bring the rents up, that allows us to bring in more, to raise more money up front, because we know we're going to be able to get a return on that money, and we can use that money to improve the park. So it's actually like a win for everybody, right? We can install solar lights, we can fix potholes, we can improve, we've had several parks where the trash situation was a nightmare. So we're able to improve that, getting individual cans instead of use dumpster, getting a massive dumpster. These are simple things that really make a difference for people, and we can afford to do it because we can raise the money to do it. Raise the money to do it because the market rents are so darn low that there's a return, so people are willing to invest that money. So that's why apartments are depending on they're depending on something they can't control, which is what the market does. It's just like buying a stock and hoping it goes up, right? But whereas depending on something we can control to some extent. I mean, the market, not that it doesn't affect us, but because we're buying so far below where rents should be when we buy a deal, and we're buying in areas where we know we can infill the vacant pads, and we know we can do something to improve the park to justify those increases as well, then it's in my mind much more predictable than buying an apartment that's at the market rate and hoping that the market rents go up. So hope that answers why we love mobile home parks, why I love mobile home parks. Cheers.